We are just south of Williams, Arizona. We are on a national forest. We're going to permeate two national forests. We have two destinations today, Perkinsville, Arizona, and Jerome, Arizona. Sometimes when you make a mistake, things actually work out pretty good, maybe even better than you thought. Made a mistake. So in downloading to my trusty Garmin GPS, I grabbed the wrong GPX file. There's two ways to get to Perkinsville. My intent was to ride out of Williams on dirt, starting in Kaibat and run down through the National Forest, so two forests, and end up in Perkinsville, and I grabbed the pavement one, and not recalling this road, this is the perfect, if there's such a thing, adventure pavement road. I personally, it would probably be a bumpy ride on a sport bike, but on a adventure bike, it's pretty dang fun, and a lot of views that I ride by don't translate very well to video, but if you guys can see that, a bit further back I got some really quick but very awesome views of Sycamore Canyon. So it was a pleasant surprise from me thinking I screwed up. So I'm definitely going to have to come back and investigate some of the offshoots, branches, and tributaries for this little road and determine whereabouts it terminates. I'm going to take a little left-hander here. I'm a little freaked out still by my limpy tire. I've got still got my Motovlog tire that's been repaired. It's got a plug in it, and it wasn't acting very good over the last week or so. It wasn't holding air. Apparently it does seem to be holding air today, but I'm trying to be gentle with it, and I'm not airing down, so it's making for a pretty rough and slidey ride. Got the mode set to off-road, and I'm running at about, well, the hot temperature is about 54 degrees, which is probably around 46 pounds on the rear, 35 in the front, so I'm not going to be super speedy today, and I don't really want to reef on the throttle and spin that back tire too much. I'm just happy to be out riding while I'm waiting for my new rear tire to come in. Well, the weather guesser said that there wasn't much chance for rain today. Tomorrow was going to be the rainiest day, but I think they might be wrong. Got some pretty good sized clouds gathering together, fixing to do something. But the picturesque beauty of this road is quite something. It's some very distant vistas that I'm not sure the camera will pick up. I am a super fan of low tire pressure, and I know there's folks out there that run full street pressure off-road, and a road like this isn't too much different than pavement other than the gravel slide that you get. But dropping even 10 pounds makes for not only more traction, but a more pleasant riding experience. This is actually a county road. Man, I gotta come back out here. There is some super nice looking trails out here. Wow, look at this wash. Now that's pretty cool. I bet you that is one raging torrent when it's flowing. I bet you that'd be a fun place for a trials bike. Yeah, today was kind of a heck it, let's go. My wife was saying, why don't you ride Saturday instead of Sunday? And kind of wasn't even planning on riding this weekend. It's kind of a spur of the moment. I've been wanting to do this for a while, so just kind of threw it all together and off I went. Yeah, like 10, 11 o'clock last night, I was downloading GPS files, gathering gear, fueling the bike. This is absolutely beautiful ride. It's not quite on par, I guess, with the originally determined route, but I'll take this one for sure. But I tell you, we all like to bolt on that $50 or $150 zoom zoom or wham wham on our bikes, the skid plates and the alternate handlebar grips and this and that, and you name it, depending on what kind of biker you ride or who you are. And One of the things that we overlook, and we're too overzealous sometimes to start mounting things on our bikes, is ergonomics. And there's a reason why race guys and professional riders and people who ride long distances are very particular. It's in fact one of the first things they do is start adjusting ergonomics. You know, lever positions, grip positions, control positions, mirror positions, handlebar positions, and sometimes those zooms and wham-whams assist in that. But lever, foot control positions are very important. A lot of people don't even bother touching those. And you can go a little crazy with those. I've got an issue with my foot brake is a little high. Most motorcycles, when they come out of the dealership, are set up to ride on the road where your controls are down, and that does a couple of disservices to you. Put your feet and the control itself in harm's way, and two, if you're standing or rocked back on the bike going on a downhill, you are not in control of your bike because your levers are going to be below your feet and you're going to have to drop your feet to get down to them. And there's a perfect comfortable position, and that's sometimes hard to get to. And that's what aggravates me when someone changes something on my bike and they wonder why. Well, that's where the factory position is or whatever, and they don't get it. I mean, that's where the perfect position is for me. Not only just the perfect position, it's the safest position. Not the most about the most comfortable position. Man, that was bumpy. But the one of the safest positions. That's the bridge. We'll go over that later. I'm going to see if I can get over to the actual Perkinsville proper. Yeah, I've never been right to Perkinsville. So I don't know if you can get in there now. No trespassing. Looks like a stolen stop sign on the gate. But Perkinsville was a rail stop, 1900. I think there's a couple of pictures I saw on the internet. I'll pop up there, one from back in the day and one from a real estate ad. It looked like it maybe sold recently, past 10 years or so. But it was built around 1900. The Verde Railway goes through there. It doesn't stop there, but you can ride by there on a train. And kind of neat because it's still intact, and it's probably the benefit of having it locked up, I guess. Let's go curmudgeon over this bridge. I love old bridges. I'm not terribly sure if I'm on the right road or not. I'm definitely going in the right direction. I haven't been this route in about 10 years, and I said earlier I'm kind of off on a tangent. The road looks a lot more graded than I had anticipated. Well, I probably haven't mentioned that this is actually Perkinsville Road. It seems like we were just talking about Perkinsville. And this runs between, I don't know if it's Perkinsville all the way there or not, but it runs between Williams, Arizona and Jerome, and it's probably more like Kaibab outside of Williams down here. I don't believe Perkinsville Road dumps you out in Williams, but it does dump you out in Jerome by the Copper King mine, or the fire station, as most people probably define the route terminus. My GPS is not my original GPS. I had to swap it out for a reconditioned unit. So I'm still getting that thing set up, and all the things are not calculating and buttons in the right position that I'm used to. Actually using the traction control on this bike today. Usually me and the traction control are fighting each other and I shut it off. I usually come into Jerome if I'm doing the off-road thing. I start out in Cherry and take the 413 Prescott National Forest Road around Mingus Mountain. You start out in Cherry, then you climb Mingus Mountain up to like 7,500 feet or so, and you follow around the right on the edge of Verde Valley, and then that drops you into Jerome. A fine route, if I do say so myself, but it is getting less and less big bike friendly. This is where we start riding alongside the mountain. Yeah, we're looking off to the north. I can see San Francisco peaks, but all this valley here is Verde Valley. So pretty. See that red rock slice right up the side of the mountain over there. That's where we're going up eventually. Even the venerable TKC-80 at street pressure pushes right through these gravel corners. Here we go again. It's that line of red rock I showed you on the other side. We were over there not too long ago. Oh, this is cool. Oh yeah. There's Mingus in front of us. Oh yeah, this is just the ride I needed for my predicament. So happy to be able to get out when I didn't think I was going to be able to. This road is built for just about any adventure bike. could do this on a Versys or V-Strom, KTM 1090, and really, I don't know, unless you really have to have super heavy duty. Whoa! Got caught up in a gravel berm there. Unless you're in the super heavy duty off-road insanity all the time. This is a fun road. If I was in a little bit better shape equipment wise, I sure could hang out that back tire. Wow. Let's pull over and check out the view. So pretty. Verde Valley, like I said, that's Cottonwood down there. Off in the distance, you probably can't see, is Jerome. I'm trying to remember what, it's a little mining expedition down there. It's not gold or silver or anything like that. I forget what it's for, but that's been down there for a while. You can see the terraces of the mines outside Jerome. Let's head on in. Funny, this is such a well-used road now. There's road signs and stop signs, and before you know it, it'll be paved or something. So down there in that little canyon, I guess you call it, is that is Gold King Mine, and that is worth a stop. It's a little touristy, but there are some antique vehicles that were all redone about 20 years ago by a really cool dude, and you can walk around down there for like $5, and there's some really cool stuff to see. Off to my right you can see Jerome. I believe that was the hospital. I think they call it the Asylum now or something like that. It's like a hotel and restaurant kind of thing. Find our way into Jerome on pavement. It does seem funny not having to adjust my air pressure coming off the dirt. No, that what I saw from up there wasn't the I think it's the Asylum or whatever. It was this building right here. I believe that's the FW Dodge offices now. We need to get a tour of that place. Almost in Jerome here, another 500 feet. This place takes a saddlebag full of patience. We'll try to do that. I will bleep out any curse words. We're going to try to find a place to get some repast. Love the downtown. It's almost like a little trip home. Came from a small New England area, and a lot of Arizona towns are very modern, very 60s and 80s and beyond newness. But it's just nice. I love the old architecture and history, as most of you guys know that watch my channel. I usually go to the Mile High Grill. I'm going to try to find someplace new. see what they have up at that hotel place. Oh, it's cobblestone. Schnikes with speed bumps. Jerome Grand Hotel, that's the place I was looking for. Hotel and Asylum. So this is one of my two favorite cities, and two most favorite cities in Arizona. And Jerome's got some pretty spectacular views. So let's walk around and do some exploring, huh? Let's wander in and see what this does for us. How do you get up? How do you get up to the rest?
Just right upstairs.
Is it better to go through?
Either one. Out front, you're going to walk around, go up the stairs. Here, you can just walk up 2 sets of stairs and right in.
So this is the main entrance. We're going to try to get in the restaurant and see if they're serving now. Pretty grand staircase. I appreciate it. So I came in right at the right time for the table. Inside, it's pretty neat, but you can't beat this table for the view. So we made our lunch selections, and we just wait for the waitress and get it ordered up, and we'll show you what we're having. So the feast is a hot pastrami sandwich with some fries, a little IPA beer. Can't beat it. I'll let you know how it is. So a great lunch, highly recommended if you're in Jerome. Try not to get hit by a car here. It's a little on the pricey side compared to downtown, if you want to call it that, but a little more ambiance, if you will, and if you can get the seat that I was in, or even one of the outdoor dining tables, it would behoove you to do so. I'm going to jump on the bike and we'll take a little tour through downtown Jerome and try to beat some of these storms. All right, try not to run anybody over here. Yeah, I don't spend a lot of time getting lunch on these rides a lot, and whether I forget to or I'm in too much of a rush, never end up doing. I'm glad I did it today. It was a really fun little stop, and a good meal, and a spectacular view. I was going to grab one of the places downtown, which some of those places have nice settings to dine in. They don't really match what was up there, which you can't really, I haven't really gone wrong. I can't say that you can't go wrong, but I haven't really gone wrong in the 4 or 5 places I've been to up here in Jerome. I made an executive decision that I'm going to avoid Interstate 17 going home. Head out of Jerome towards Prescott. So with my luck, I'd get out on the interstate, and 17 is famous for accidents, especially late in the day on Sunday. And I'd get stuck in a traffic jam, rained on. Anyway, excellent trip today. Too bad we couldn't get into Perkinsville, but what a great little road Perkinsville was. There is an even better dirt road that I will get to. But I appreciate you watching. Please comment, subscribe, like, and share. Adios.